Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Aiden, and welcome to the first part of Xeodrifter by Renegade Kid, which, unless I am misremembering this correctly, heck, it could just be a reference. I think that these are the same people behind the Super Mutant Muds Deluxe. So, let's get this show on the road. There are 3 files. And this is like only the 3rd time I've played through the game, so let's do this. Start off with our intrepid traveler basically going through space, and he ends up meeting an accident that destroys his warp core. And our adventure is to find a substitute warp core. Very Metroidvania-esque, and I like it for that, regardless of how short the game is. Like, literally, we'll be blowing through the first 2 bosses in no time. Those 7 dots are different bosses. While on the map, left to turn your ship to the left, right to turn it to the right. Or basically left counterclockwise, right clockwise. X is to move around, or to move your ship forward in the direction you're facing. And circle is to dock. Within the ship, when you press the dock or re-enter it from the planet, you'll find yourself here. This brings you back out here. This is your save point. One of the only ways to actually restore your health. And your telepad, which brings you out into the world. So, let's take a look around. We have our basic movement and aiming up or down when you jump. Square button to shoot. There is no diagonal. And X is to jump. Those are the basic controls, and only other things that there are for this is what happens when you get your upgrades from beating a boss. Also, ducking. Very important. Ah, darn it. So, wait a minute. I think I'm missing something over here. Ah, no, no, no. Don't want to die. Don't want to die. Please let there be. Yes, okay, we're practically at the boss. The first boss. Like I told you. Pretty quick. The only thing that makes this game relatively longer than it probably would be is the fact that it's Metroidvania-esque. Now, here's our first boss. It'll only do one of, 4 things. If I remember correctly. It'll scrunch up and lunge itself at you. It'll duck down. And when it ducks down, just stay put because it'll jump over you, like so. It'll shoot at you like this. And on occasion, we'll jump into the background and regain some health by eating some food. Or whatever that stuff is. Anyways, sadly, I can't turn down the volume. The only thing you can do is turn the music on, as well as sound effects. Turn them on or off. No sound control. There's really only one other down note to this game in my book. Anyways, pick up the thing the boss drops, and you get the upgrade submarine. But the other thing that's a knock in my book, as far as a bad note for this game, is there's no way to copy your file. But we got our first upgrade. I'm sorry, the submarine's a power-up, I guess you could say, or ability. Anyways, Hopefully I'm talking loud enough, but the submarine, when you enter water, once you get it down in circle, as given in the prompt when you first, when I picked it up. So, let's head back into the ship and head to our next planet. This place, whoa. We get a few new enemies here. Whoa. Ow. Now there's a pathway over here. Yep, there's. But yeah. It's best, you can cross it if you have full health. All 4 dots full. But it's best to wait until you get the upgrade required. Ow. Until you get the ability required to cross it without getting hurt. Takes just a little bit to get to the next boss, but once we get it, we'll be getting back here in no time flat. Whew. Almost got hit there. As you can see, we've got ourselves off on the right hand side, whatever abilities you currently have. Some of the gems, which we only have 1 of. And up here we have various things. We'll get into that in just a little bit after the next boss. So, yeah. Six shots to kill one of those things. And 1, 2, 3. Now, we shouldn't have to go over here yet, but hey, I'm gonna go ahead and do so anyways, because, yeah. We won't be coming back into this section for a good bit. Plus, the picking up a health upgrade really freaking helps. Now, I'm sure some of you are wondering, why are there areas that look like you can move around in the background? Well, that's because you can. You just have to get the ability for it. What's lucky for us is actually coming up. Oh, man. And boom goes the dynamite. Don't ask. I don't know why I said that. Anyways. We're almost to the boss. Get a couple health restored. And on to the boss. This one has a little bit extra to pack. This time, from now on, the bosses will sometimes hop in the back and do this. Followed by a, oh come on, that's a number. Followed by a dash at you. So, luckily, the first few bosses are actually pretty simple. So oh, gathering some health. Lovely. Can't wait to be able to start dealing more damage. Anyways, we're almost done here. So long as it doesn't hop in the background and restore its health, we're good. There we go. Alright, we have plane shift. Now we can do something similar to what the bosses do. By pressing the triangle button once aligned with a part of the background element you can move around in. If you try to what you can't move around in, you get this. So, yeah. You just press triangle and you can move back and forth between background elements. Pretty useful. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do until we beat like the 5th boss of the game. With one of those things that I just showed off. Ow. It's fine. It's fine. We should be picking up a health upgrade soon. Oh, never mind. That's a gun upgrade. So, now that we've picked up one of these, we have 5 different degrees of things. We have wave, which, as expected, makes your makes your bullet pattern go in a wave. Minus takes away the upgrade, so you can put it into another slot. 3-way basically does this. I find it useless, in my opinion. Then we have fast. Slightly better than the normal speed. We have, oh god, what was the name of it? Strong? Downside to this one is that, well, it does nothing unless you have 2 slots, 2 upgrades put into it. So for the time being, we'll put it in faster. Let's see, so far so good on the map completion. No! Oh no, oh no. That was embarrassing. So, yeah. I feel like a dunce for that. Let's get right out. Let's get right out of here. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, let's not fudge that one up again, shall we? But yeah, we'll only be fighting 2 bosses on this particular playthrough, on this particular video. Because we got a decent bit of cleanup to do, just a tiny bit. That's basically gonna be the pattern for this game until we get a little bit further in, where it's actually gonna take a while to get to some of the bosses. Alright, I think this is good for now on this ship. Not on the ship, but on this planet. I think there's one more upgrade we could potentially get. So we'll be passing by it. So, may as well check it on the way by, correct? Oh, there's one other thing I want to show off. You actually don't know about it until you find a hidden area, but there are some blocks you can destroy. Some big blocks. And inside it are enemies that blow up, and yes, the explosion will hurt you. But the enemy drops a big health restore, so keep that in mind in case you're ever low. And we get our second gun upgrade. So let's take that off and put 2 slots into there. Boom. Notice the size of the bullets is actually bigger. And if you'll remember, these guys took 3 shots, not anymore. If I can manage to shoot it. There we go. Oh, that was some dumb luck. Ugh, hopefully I'm coming through okay. Oh, right. Can't go that way. And remember that these took 6 shots? Not anymore. 2, 3. So yeah. Also of note is there are 3 different presets for your gun, so experiment as you wish. Alright, before we call it, there is one more set of upgrades to get, and yeah. Hop in the water here, heading to the background. There we go. I do enjoy this game quite thoroughly because of its Metroidvania-esque feel. We got ourselves a health upgrade. And I want to say there is that one area we entered just earlier. Like at the very beginning of the video to show, because I thought something felt different. Or, you know. Anyways. Here we go. Yet another health. So, yeah. Now we have 8 health. And luckily you don't have to press the X button. You can just hold it down. Anyways, that's it for this video. Next time we'll be going after bosses 3 and 4 and doing some cleanup along the way. Until the next video, if this one actually manages to actually record, we will see you next time. Until then, take care.